Good morning, Adele.
Good
How was your
morning.
birthday celebration?
It was lovely. Thank you very much. I was very grateful to be able to spend it with Steve. So I'm very grateful that we are together throughout this experience, and that my birthday, you know, that was the best birthday present I can have is him. So
Oh, that's so nice.
he made a wonderful dinner and wonderful chocolate cake, handmade. All that. So it was very nice. Thank you.
Good job, Steve.
Yeah, it's what I do.
Aww. And so let's get started. So I do need to leave at 25 to this morning because I'm doing a talk for an event online. It will be a bit of a shorter one today, and then we'll be back tomorrow as well, of course, anyway. So I want to start out today by just checking in with each person to find out how you're doing and how this process is for you so far. If you've got any questions or challenges or that, and where you would like us to go next. In other words, what would you like help with moving forward? How should we progress with these sessions? So, because we could just do them, but we would love for you to let us know what you need so that we make sure that you're getting what you want. All right. And so I'm going to check in with each person who's on camera. Lisa, I know you're typing, so when I ask you, you can just type it, or you can start typing it now, in fact. Anyone who's not on camera, I'm not going to come around to you because I'm gonna assume that you're not on camera because you want to be incognito, and that's absolutely fine. So if you want to share your feedback or whatever in the chat, and then I'll read that without your name. All right, so let's mute everyone. And I'm going to start with Cheryl.
Okay.
Hey, Cheryl. So how are you doing, and how's it going for you?
I'm doing very well. I was talking with a friend yesterday, and we were saying how it's just so helpful just to come on and do the exercise. You know, even like when you're sending love to each person, like, you know, at first for me, I was like, well, how am I doing? Am I really doing it? Am I really doing it? But as the days have gone on, I feel that I'm definitely more in touch with it. And what I see happening with myself is that it's forcing me to connect with that loving part of myself. And so it's making it a lot easier. And I also feel that my mood has elevated, you know, and I can't tell you how many times throughout the day where I'm just reminded of love. Like it's kind of like it's simmering there in the background all the time now. And in moving forward, I would love to hear, I think I really get a lot from hearing about other people's experiences and when they do it, you know, how are they, you know, how's it working out? And I was going to say, you know, beforehand, I like coming on early so we can kind of chat a little bit about that. So I think it's all working great, and I'm very grateful that you guys are doing this for us.
Yay, that is so wonderful to hear. Thank you so much, Cheryl. Really appreciate that feedback. And well done, you. I'm so excited for you. That's wonderful. And it'll just keep getting better and better. Good job. All right. And now let's go on to Carrie. Hi, Carrie.
Hi.
Hey. So how's it all going for you so far, and what would you like to see moving forward?
Well, so far I'm doing very well.
Good.
I feel myself changing and growing, and I can feel myself having more patience, especially with my daughter.
Yeah.
And she definitely needs a lot of patience. She's a lot of work.
Oh, good.
And what I would like to see going forward is, well, I like that we do the exercise every time we get together.
Yeah.
And I really like that that we send love to everybody.
Good.
I think it's real good.
Oh, good. That's very good to know. Fantastic. Thank you, Carrie. So we will keep doing that moving forward. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, love. All right. And then moving to Katrina. How are you doing, Katrina? How's everything going for you so far?
Yes, after yesterday, done a lot of homework, and what did I find out? I found out something that, where do we see, you know, the thing about wanting to feel bad?
Yes.
No, not wanting to feel
Not-
bad.
yeah.
I end up feeling bad.
That's right. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay. Yeah. So I want to hold on to this, and it's like being a spoiled child. And I realized while I was doing it, my mother, she always withheld love, and I learned to withhold love also from her and myself. So from today, I'm no longer doing that, which is full circle.
Good for you. Good job. That's
Yeah.
fantastic. And that all makes perfect sense. It makes
Okay.
perfect sense. So we learn, you know, all children learn from what they experience, whether that is they're experiencing it firsthand or they're witnessing someone else experience. This is how we learn who we are and how the world works. And it's not necessarily even, it doesn't need to be what originally happened. It's about how our experience of what happened. So that makes perfect sense. Well done for making that connection, Katrina. That's fantastic.
But another thing she said always was, the little girl, which was me, oh, her dress is lovely. Oh, and like how many sisters, there was only the one daughter.
Right.
And everybody would have said, oh, you must be so spoiled. And when we said, oh, no, I hate spoiled children.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, and I ended up acting like a spoiled child every time I didn't get what I wanted.
Well, that was your way of rebelling, maybe.
Yeah. I had to punish her for, I'm not getting what I want, so I'm not going to be nice to you,
Right.
Silly.
Well, that was, so as children, we use, and it's not planned, it's not conscious, we automatically develop coping skills to cope in survival skills and coping skills that aren't always productive or effective. Most of the time they're not, but it's all we have. And so that's what we can do. And then we continue them automatically because they've become a part of who we are. We automatically continue them into adulthood and our relationships in, as adults. So well done, Katrina. And how have you found these exercises we're doing each day? How have you found that? Have you found that helpful to help with all of this?
Yes, absolutely fantastic.
Oh, good.
What is the word? Phenomenal.
Good.
Look how much healing I'm getting from it all. It's,
that is
really
wonderful to hear. Fantastic. And moving forward, would you agree with Cheryl and Carrie to continue doing the exercise, sending it to everyone? Is there anything else you feel you'd like us to do or address?
Yeah. It's like, how can I compete? Forget about that. But, it's like I don't know what to suggest. So it's like,
right. Okay.
There's some program there, but I get out. It's irrelevant whether I have something to add. I'm always getting something from somebody else.
Right.
Which I so appreciate. Yeah.
All right. But just for the record, and just to contradict that program there, what you have to say and suggest is very important to us. All right. And so if anything does pop into your mind and you think, actually, this would be useful, or I think this would be good to try, absolutely. We really, really genuinely want to hear it. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And we love answering questions. We really genuinely love answering questions. So there's never such a thing as a silly question or a bad question. We will happily answer the same question over and over in different ways to help people understand it in different ways, and we genuinely love doing that. So it's never a hassle or anything.
Okay.
All right. Thank you
Yes.
very much, Katrina, for sharing.
Thank you.
That's lovely. Fantastic. And Bogislava, how are you doing?
Morning.
Good
I'm
morning.
doing better. Good.
Good.
This exercise is awesome. I think it's working. I'm not sure how is everything, but in my life is so much bad things going on all the time.
Right.
But I feel much better, and I see if something bad happen, I recover faster.
Good, good, good.
So yeah, and even on Sunday, I was talking with my mother, and she was completely different. First time, I was like, wow.
There you go.
Because always, every time was problem with her when I was talking. So
Fantastic.
things are kind of getting better. I have many other problems, but I feel like I'm not worried like I used to be. I'm not depressed like I used to be. I'm taking this much easier and easier. So this what I'm happy about it, because I feel lighter and better.
That is
Even if I'm sad, I'm not that sad like I used to be. Different ways, like much better way. So this is
Yay.
good stuff.
Oh, I am
Yeah.
so thrilled
And
to
I'm
hear that.
so happy to be every day with you guys. It's like, you know, a little bit time with people, like I'm alone home, and it's like, you know, it's a difficult time. So actually many times I forgetting what's happening in the world. I'm in my world, different world. So it's good.
Yay. I'm so happy to hear that, Bogislava, and I'm so proud of you. I really am. Well done, you. Good job. And thank you, Dziękuję. Thank you for sharing that. Dobrze.
Dobrze.
All right. Thank you, love. Okay, and then I'm going to read what we have in the chat now from the others. So let's have a look. Very awesome. I feel so good. The practice has been super incredible. That's wonderful to hear. Thank you so much. And I cut my camera because my daughter wants to be on it all the time. Okay. And would you like to speak just the audio, or do you want to put in the chat? So if you want to speak on just the audio without your camera, then by all means. Oh, there you are.
Hello.
Hey.
Yes, actually I can speak, but my ex is often in the room.
Oh.
So I don't really want to speak when he's there.
Of course.
That's why I stay a bit, you know, on the side.
That's fine. Absolutely.
Okay.
And so, Cara, how have things been for you? How's this exercise been doing for you, and how you
very good. It's really helpful for me. I've been doing it for a while now, so I'm quite used to it, but I still work on it every day because it's, you know, it's not easy every day. Some days I can't really do it. Yesterday I had a migraine, and when I have that, for me it's very difficult to feel the love because I use a lot of my head to do it. I don't know why, but it starts in my head first.
Okay.
And then it opens my heart, so it's quite difficult anyway, but I'm doing my best to stay on track. Yes.
Well done. Good job. Very proud of you as well. Keep up the great work.
Yes.
And are you happy with the way with what everyone's been saying, to continue doing this, where we all practice the exercise and aiming at each other and that?
Yes, that's good. Really good. Thank you very much.
You're very, very welcome, love. Thank you, Cara.
Thank you.
And the next one from an anonymous. For me, I love doing this. However, last night I woke up around 2 and found myself going to the painful relationship I now don't have with one son and his family. I literally found it near impossible not to think about them and the pain it has caused me. It kept me awake for almost 3 more hours, and I did keep going to my superpower, but wow, it helped for a few minutes, but then I was back thinking about it. It drives me crazy, but this is a relationship that I want so badly, but just doesn't appear to have a happy ending for my husband and myself. Your thoughts? And by the way, I love doing this each morning. I'm so glad you're enjoying this each morning. And okay, so to give you somewhere to go with this. So keep practicing the superpower. That's very important, and that is the foundation one. And now, in addition to that, here's what I suggest. Because the reference for because whatever's going on with this relationship is, of course, it's challenging, absolutely, but the emotions around it are coming from references, subconscious references, so from childhood. So what you want to do is ask yourself, what's the worst thing about not having this, or about the relationship that's there, or the lack of the relationship, or whatever's happened, the circumstances surrounding it, or the way that person or those people are being. What's the worst thing about it? And then secondly, how does that feel? And it sounds like you've got some very strong emotions there. So those feelings, then find where in your childhood did you feel those same feelings? And remember, it may be a different topic, but will be the same feelings. And then change those childhood memories. Go the earliest ones you can remember, because whatever you're experiencing now with your son and his family, there's going to be a childhood reference for the same experience, the feelings of the same experience. Change those to the opposite, positive, empowering. Make sure you get into your superpower state first before you do this detective work. And then once you've done that, practice the new memories for a while, and then get into your superpower state and come back to the situation with your son and his family and check, is there anything left, any emotions left that are still linked? So it's like these are weeds, you know, the situation that you've got now that is painful is like weeds. The childhood experiences are the roots. So you want to change those, and then you come back and look, is the weed gone yet? No, the weed is still there. Then you need to go and find the other roots until all the roots have changed and you've put flowers in the place. So the new childhood memories are the seeds of the flowers. And then when you come back to the situation now with your son and and his family, you'll notice the emotions either aren't as strong, or they've changed, where you're able to feel love and appreciation more. And then you'll be able to use the superpower. And I honestly believe that the situation will change if you're able to do that. If you're able to change those references and get to the point where you're able to get into the superpower state and fill them and the whole situation with love, unconditional love, whether they change or not, that's when things change. So I hope that helps, but pop in the chat if there's any, if you need more advice, more clarification, or more ideas and suggestions on that. Okay. And the next one says, I love doing the exercise. I just find too many distractions on Facebook and the day flies by and I realize I haven't practiced it. I am now setting a timer so that every hour I do this or some other practice to raise my vibration. Very good. And yes, would love for you to continue this. Thank you. You are both so inspiring. Oh, using my name is fine and audio is fine too. Okay, thank you, Kara. That's great. That's good to hear. And Kara, with Facebook, I mean, well done for setting the timer. That is fantastic. And then you can also, if you like, if you wanted to spend less time on Facebook, you could set a timer for Facebook. So you could say, right, I'm going to do 20 minutes on Facebook, half an hour or an hour, however long you want to spend. Set the timer and have something to look forward to after Facebook. So after Facebook, I'm going to, and then do an activity you love, watch some, you know, television that you love, inspiring stuff, whatever that is. So having something to look forward to will make it, will pull you out of it easier. And of course, the main thing is checking what on Facebook because I spend a lot of time on Facebook, but it's all about, I'm connecting with people that I love and care about. So, you know, that kind of thing is good stuff. So hopefully that helps, and I'm so thrilled to hear that you're happy for us to continue the way we are. So thank you, Kara. I agree with Kara. Spend far too much time in my head. Yes. So the more you can keep practicing this, and then also have things like pictures that you save on your phone or on your laptop of beautiful things that draw you in. You know, I don't know if any of you had this, but when my sister and I were my sister and I were reminiscing about when we were children, those pictures of like little cupids or angels or fantasy things, and in books, in picture books, and how as a child you can stare at a picture and imagine you're in it and you get absorbed in it, and it's got a lovely feeling, lovely atmosphere. And we don't do that as adults anymore, usually. So find paintings or photographs or other images of, I mean, the Facebook is full of those as well, of beautiful things, fantasy, like there's dragons and there's fairies and, you know, beautiful things like that, and save them as a desktop, you know, a screensaver, or just on your desktop or whatever. And then you can set the timer again. You can set the timer and get absorbed into one of those pictures, and it's kind of like a mini meditation, but again, it'll change your state and it'll pull you out. And what you could do is, for every so many minutes spent on Facebook, I'm going to spend so many minutes listening to music or doing an activity or being absorbed into these wonderful pictures, or listening to an uplifting audio book or whatever it is. So you can do that deal with yourself. And the person from before says, guess I need to go back to those memories more, but there are literally hundreds of painful memories. Will do my best to go back, looking for more of those connected memories. Feels incredibly hard at times. I know that well. Thank you from my heart for your support. You're very, very welcome. And one of the things you may want to do as well is do a due justice letter if that feels appropriate. So I'm aware of the time, so I want to make sure we've got time to do the exercise as well. Thank you all so much for sharing your feedback, though, because it gives us an idea of, you know, how it's going for you, how it's working, and for moving forward. Yay. All right, everyone. So take a deep breath, close your eyes, and get into your superpower state, however you do that. So using your phrase or word, or doing the exercise if you need to. And feel that feeling in your heart, the physical feeling of your heart expanding. And imagine that feeling as a ball of light or energy shining out from your heart, that pure, unconditional love power. Very, very good. And now imagine that feeling, that light, that energy spreading down to your toes, up to the top of your head, and out to your fingertips. So you're now full of that light, that energy, that power. And now imagine your target wanting to get away from you, and keep them filled with that light, that energy. Love them anyway. Very good. And now we're going to start aiming at different people. So I want you to all aim your love, your light, your energy at Cheryl. And imagine Cheryl being filled with that light or energy from her toes all the way to the top of her head, out to her fingertips. Love Cheryl just for existing. Very, very good. And now let's move to Carrie. So fill Carrie with that love, that appreciation, that light or energy from her toes to the top of her head, out to her fingertips. Love Carrie just for existing. Very good. Good job. And now to Katrina. Fill Katrina with that light, that energy, that love and appreciation. And love Katrina just for existing. That light or energy from her toes to the top of her head and out to her fingertips, so she's full of that pure, unconditional love. Very good. And now to Boguslava. Fill Boguslava with that beautiful light, that energy, that pure, unconditional love. Love Boguslava just for existing. Filling her with that love and energy from the tips of her toes to the top of her head, out to her fingertips. Pure love. Very good. And now onto Lisa. And fill Lisa with that love, that energy, that light, that appreciation from the tips of her toes to the top of her head, out to her fingertips, so she's now full of that light, that energy. And love Lisa just for existing. Very good. And now on to Caro. Love Caro just for existing. Fill her with that light, that energy, that love and appreciation from the tips of her toes to the top of her head and out to her fingertips. Pure love. Very good. And now to Cara, and fill Cara with that love, that light, that energy. Love Cara just for existing. And fill her with that pure, unconditional love from the tips of her toes to the top of her head, out to her fingertips. Very, very good. And now the rest of those who are on this call who don't have their cameras on, so who are incognito, let's fill each of them with love and appreciation. That light, that energy from the tips of their toes to the top of their heads, out to their fingertips, so they're full of that beautiful light, that energy. Love them just for existing. Very, very good. And now let's send this power, this light or energy, this love, unconditional love, to those on the front lines at the moment, the first responders and everyone who's working at this time to help us through this situation. Fill them all with that love, that light, that energy, that appreciation. Love them all just for existing. And now allow that light or energy to protect them, to become like a hazmat suit or a bubble, to protect them, keep them safe. Very good job. And now to everyone who watches this recording, send that light, that energy, that love and appreciation to each one who's watching this recording. Love them just for existing. Pure, unconditional love. Very, very good. And now think of you later today and fill that version of you with that same love, that light, that energy, that pure, unconditional love no matter what. Love you just for existing. Very, very good. And you can open your eyes. And how is that for everyone? Good. Very good. Good job. And of course, now continue to practice this. You can of course follow along with the video. So Steve has been putting the timestamps of what comes where in the video recordings, so you can check those if you want to come straight to the exercise and practice a lot, follow along and practice it for the next 24 hours. And I've got 5 minutes before I need to head off. So any questions before we end for today? We'll be back tomorrow, of course. And let us know if you've got any questions in the meantime. And of course, do share this with others that you feel would benefit. I felt the oneness. It is a beautiful exercise. Thank you, everyone. Fantastic. Yes. And this, I think this will get stronger and stronger as we continue to do this. We could become a real power force, a lot of us, right? So it's you're all doing brilliantly. I'm very, very thrilled. Very good, everyone. So continue that moving forward. If anyone wants to listen to the talk that I'm going to be doing today for the Speakers Pathway Coalition, the link is on my my Facebook page. So it's a very good service that they're offering. So every day they've got 3 speakers talking about love, support, and inspiration and encouragement. So I'm one of the speakers this morning, and they do that every day. So you can watch that. I believe it's a Facebook Live is the way they present it. All right.
And just a reminder too, for people that might be interested in doing the next day long workshop for.
Oh yes, yes.
With us. So yeah.
Yeah, the link to that is on the resources page as well. All right, everyone. Lots of love to all of you. Thank you for connecting with us. We love each of you. Bye-bye now.